everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing okay. So I'm jumping on because I just want to film like a little vlog, a short little vlog, and get it uploaded to you guys ASAP. I have got about 4 videos filmed and like sorted that I need to download, export, edit, upload. And I've just been getting like, I don't know, I've been filming but I haven't been uploading. But the videos I've been filming haven't been vlogs. When I got into YouTube and I started filming videos, I thought vlogs were going to be like absolutely not for me. I thought I was very much just going to be posting sit down videos. But I have been missing the vlogs so much. So I just wanted to pop on, film a really quick short little vlog for you guys. Life at the minute has just been pretty chaotic to say the least. There's people and I'm too embarrassed to act like I'm talking to a camera. The last few days, weeks have just been really tricky for a few reasons. First of all, Marley's behaviour. This boy is a toddler but like in full force, and I felt like I got to a point where I was so confident and knew what I was doing with the whole parenting, like we were smashing gentle parenting. And then every week he'd take it up like a level, and I was like, I got this. And then I actually got to the point where I was like, holy moly, like I actually don't know what to do with this child. Like, this is tricky. On top of that, I've not been getting much sleep because of emmi.n.baby. So I've just been really tired, which obviously hasn't helped the situation. So I feel like I've woke up this morning and I just have this kind of motivation and determination to just be better. I don't want to carry on being grumpy at him. I'm making it sound like I've been like awful to him. I haven't at all, but it's just I haven't had the patience that I'd like to have. You ready to go? Just a minute then. You want what? I'm gonna start potty training tomorrow. We got a potty come in the post from my carry potty, and it's pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. So tomorrow I've decided I am gonna potty train Marley. We had a little practice yesterday when it arrived and I felt really overwhelmed. I didn't really have a plan. I was kind of just winging it and I was a bit like, oh wow, this is a disaster. And then actually last night I was up till midnight researching, watching loads of videos and just figuring out what it was I wanted to do with potty training. And I've actually realised that he did amazing for his first day. I thought that it was like a disaster, but it wasn't. He actually did really well. So I'm going to go for it tomorrow. So we are actually shopping today for potty training bits. So the main things I'm after is lots of different like drinks, I think. So I'm going to get him like a brand new water bottle, let him choose it, and you know, just to encourage him to drink loads, because the idea behind that is I think you get them to drink loads, it makes them wee more, gives you more opportunities to potty train. So that is the plan. I think I will maybe film like a separate video on potty training, so I'm not going to go into that in this video, but I just thought I'd bring you along because I want to get a vlog up. I really do. Life's pretty crazy at the minute, and yeah, I don't see any trolleys anywhere near us, which is just fabulous with 2 kids. So I'm going to go get the coats on and go shopping, I guess. Also, today is the 16th of July. What the hell is this weather, guys? This is just not summer. I think this is also like the reason behind my lack of motivation is the weather. It's not giving summer. I was literally about to come on here and rant to you guys about that shopping trip and saying how we had a really lovely time, but then it all went wrong because Marley bit Evie. Now this has become a very, very common thing for us when they're in the trolley. So Evie we put in the baby seat and I put Marley next to her. And almost every time, he's so good, right? He's so like sneaky about it. The second you take your eyes off, he will bite her, and it's really hard, bless her. She's literally got a bruise on her leg from last week when he did it. And I'm really struggling with it because I feel like in the moment, I forget every skill I have learned about gentle parenting, and I either panic and I feel embarrassed myself and I kind of ignore it. Obviously I get Evie out, comfort her, and I'll say to him, hey, we do not bite. And I'll leave it at that because in my head, and I'm literally like, oh my god, there's people watching, what do they think? I've just like, should I be shouting at him? Should I be? And like, I just panic. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like overwhelmed by that quite often. Like, it is something that really triggers me. And then on the other hand, I'm like furious and I want to yell at him and say like, that isn't okay. And then like, then I really like felt frustrated by it and I went down the rabbit hole of, I'm not gonna give you your dinosaur sponge that we just bought. That wasn't kind, and I was just losing it and I knew that I needed to stop. So I just came and sat in the car, put them both in the car. I've just sat down I took a few minutes, thought about how I wanted to approach it, and I went back and me and Marley just had a lovely conversation, and I said to him, I went, you bit Avie in the shop, didn't you? And he went, yeah. Made it very clear, like, hey, it's never ever okay to bite. And he said his teeth were hurting. And I was like, can I feel them? And I felt his back ones, and he's actually got a tooth literally, like, so swollen, about to come through right at the back. And I put my fingers like there, and he bit them a little bit. And I was like, you know, if you want to bite, we can get you something to bite. We can bite food, we can bite a pillow, we can bite some toys. And he asked me to do it again. He asked me to put my fingers, like, in the back of his mouth so that he could, like, not bite, but do you know what I mean? Like, they're obviously really sore and bothering him. So we had a really lovely conversation. I was about to come on and rant and rave to you guys about him biting, but I feel like I took my minute and I smashed that. You want me to set the lid off? Yep. So we did come to see the train, but we missed the train, didn't we? We were too late. So now we're counting stones and playing on the little train, and then we've also just had a coaster, which was a total disaster. So we've actually been here an hour. I don't know how I've entertained him for an hour, but I think we're actually going to wait for the next train. It is due in like 10-15 minutes, so I think we're going to wait. And this hair? Don't even ask. Oh my god, that's actually terrible. Are we waiting for the train? Yep. Yeah, I'll be here soon. Oh. Look at all the steam! Yeah. Wow, look! What do you think? Is it exciting? Oh, look, you ready? You got to wave at everyone. So today we are strawberry picking, and I'm not gonna lie, we are quite into it. We're doing quite well so far. Marley is picking up all the green, rotten, gross ones off the floor. Trying to encourage him to just pick the ones here, but you're not quite getting it, are you, dude? Where are the strawberries? No. Look at them all. Do you want to pick one? Yeah. Should we choose one then? Should we go choose a good one? Marley, come here. There's a cute little one here, look. Yeah. Can you get it? Right, here you go. Go give that in the tub. Good job. There's some really good ones actually here. They've actually got like a cute little mini railway train, so we're running to catch that now because we've got 4 minutes to get there. Tractors. Do 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 do. Ding ding ding. Is it all full? Yes, Mama. Hello. So I know this little vlog has been very short and sweet, and I just kind of wanted to bulk it up a little bit, and also just kind of have a catch up with you guys because I feel like a lot's been happening, a lot's been changing. So I did just put a Q&A box on my Instagram, and I've had a couple of responses. So I just thought I'd quickly answer some questions that you guys have. So the first 2 questions I got, and this is so bad, is do you message lots of your followers and you take too long to reply to my messages? We do have Avie in the background over here, and I am so guilty of this, like, genuinely, and I'm so sorry to the 2 people who have replied to that, because I am so bad at replying to messages, to family, to friends, to literally anybody, and it really annoys me because, like, I'll put an Instagram story out and I'll ask people questions and I'll get so many responses, and then I'll go through a couple, and then like 2 weeks later I'll see that I've got enough messages, and then I feel weird responding to them, but at the same time I don't want people to think that, like, I don't care what they have to say, if that makes sense. Even though why I'm so bad at replying, like, it upsets me, so it must be really annoying. Like, I know anyone trying to have a conversation with me probably is like so frustrated with that. I think it's just a mix of I get very overwhelmed on my phone. I just find it a lot to reply to, like, loads of different messages that are all very similar. It, like, kind of overwhelms me a little bit, so I tend to reply to, like, the first couple of messages, and then I'll leave, like, 25 unopened messages. I am really sorry for that. And even family and friends, like, they'll message me and I'm like, I'll message them later. Like, I'll be busy with the kids, I'll see the message. And I'll be like, remember to reply to that. And then, like, I'll message them, like, a week later about something and I'm like, oh, I never replied to that message. So, I am so sorry. I am absolutely terrible at replying to messages. Okay, so this one is quite interesting actually, so let me read it out. No judgment, but you seem very comfortable with money. Being a young mum of 2, do you get paid from YouTube? Just try to remember, guys, not everything you see on the internet is reality. I don't really know what's so much as given that impression, but we are actually like really struggling with money at the minute, and that is so embarrassing to admit. It's not easy at all. It is really tricky. Like, one thing I will say though, the reason I do think that we manage with our financial situation is the fact that I am so good at budgeting. Like, I literally budget for every little thing and I'm strict with it, like I really am. So I think that's a lot of the reason. Yeah, I don't know what's given that impression. I didn't go back to work after I had Miley because I just wasn't ready and I wanted to spend that time with my children, and I do not regret that. I will never regret that. Obviously it does put us in a harder situation financially. Yes, we do receive universal credit, and the one thing I will say about that is obviously I worked before I fell pregnant with Marley, and then I worked all through my pregnancy, and once the kids are at school I will be going back to work full time. I am going to have worked enough hours, enough months, enough years of my life to not feel guilty about taking a couple of years off to have fun and raise my children and make those early years with them amazing and get that little bit of help from the government, and then I'm sure I will pay it back tenfold. And it's not like we get like a huge amount, we just get a little bit extra help, like a little bit of money, a little bit of something, just to help us pay our bills, feed our children and survive really. So I'm not too embarrassed to admit that. And the second part of that question is, do you get paid from YouTube? And yes, I do get paid from YouTube, however that is not like a substantial amount of money. That is more so like pocket money. I kind of use that money to buy the kids new clothes, put into savings for birthdays, Christmases, that kind of thing. So yes, I do get paid from YouTube. However, it is not a substantial amount of money. It's just a little bit of extra money. Are you trying to get on the camera? Somebody's learned to pull themselves up. It's just a little bit of extra money that I put towards clothes for the kids, a little bit of pocket money for days out, and I also like to put a little bit into savings for birthdays and Christmases so that that doesn't take us by surprise. Next question is Marley showing signs of wanting to potty train, and if so, what signs did he show? So I did think that he was showing signs of potty training, and those signs were, firstly, his communication is amazing. I didn't doubt for 1 minute that he would be able to communicate to us when he needed to use the potty. Like, I know that he would fully understand that. Also, he started like undressing himself a lot, especially when he was wet, and the main thing was whenever he'd do a wee or a poo, he started saying he had a snake in his nappy. I don't know what that's about. The kind of few days before it started, we were like in the garden and he saw loads of worms and he thought they were snakes. So I'm not really sure what that was about, but that is his little thing. He says, there's a snake, ow, there's a snake, whenever he does a wee or a poo. So I fully thought like, wow, he's definitely ready to potty train. So we have actually spent the last 3 days potty training. And at first I felt like it was going really well. However, we've just had to stop. And I am annoyed because I went into it with so much confidence and I was so sure that it was going to work out, but he's got to the point today, really, where he just doesn't want to use the potty. I'm like, come on, Miley, quick to the potty, and he's going, no, and he's getting upset. And I don't want to make it like a thing. I don't want him to be scared of the potty. I don't want him to feel like it's not fun, but he's definitely lost, kind of like the novelty's worn off, and he's like, actually, I don't want to do that. So that is really annoying. So I think I am just gonna pause, and I think I'm gonna try again in a few days, well, a few weeks, a few months. The other thing was, I really thought that it would be best to do it in summer where the weather's warm and we could just spend like the whole time outside. But in reality, when we're outside, he just will not do anything on the potty. He's so not interested. So I've just kind of been stuck inside, and it's like the good few days of summer that we have had, we're missing out on them. So I'm like, let's just enjoy ourselves, and when we are stuck inside come autumn, winter, try again maybe, and yeah, see how that goes. What's the relationship situation? So, I hadn't really got much to say except it's complicated, and I did definitely go into, like when I posted the last videos, when everything kind of initially happened, it was a very thought out decision. it wasn't something I posted lightly. I was very sure that that was our situation, and I know I said I hoped that we would work our way back together. However, our living situation has made things really complicated. What has come from that is actually like a hell of a lot of big conversations and chats, and we're not back together, but I would say that we are definitely more open to working on things. And I say that like it makes it seem like what I posted was such like a haste decision and I just posted to the internet to see, but it really wasn't. Like a lot of things had been going on for a long time and big conversations had been had, nothing changed, and at that point I was like, nah, this, like, we want to be happy, like let's just call it a day and be happy with not each other. And then I think it's kind of taken that for us both to realise actually what do we want. And like I think we will both say like we absolutely want to be together. I'd love to get married, be old, and you know, like have grandbabies. As much as wanting all those things, we both of course also want to be happy. So we're just trying to figure out what that looks like for us basically. And yeah, we both just have a lot of horrible things that have happened that we just kind of need to work through and deal with. So yeah. However, I found this age gap, and I'm not gonna lie, I found it amazing. I found it absolutely amazing. Like their bond now is really just like they're starting to play together. Aviana just thinks Marley is absolutely hilarious. She laughs at him all the time, and Marley's getting to that point now where he's enjoying playing with her. Like he's really just started with his imagination, and like he goes like to the shop and he like goes and buys things and he brings it back and he's like, Avi, eat it, and she's like, like, come on Avi, eat this. Aviana is also pretty much crawling. Learning how to crawl. You're learning how to crawl. Tell them. She's literally like crawling, which is just crazy. Is it crazy? I love you. So yeah, in terms of age gap, what is that grumpy face? I've not actually found anything too tricky about it. The only thing, like I feel like this week was the first time I've actually had like challenges with that age gap, and that was with potty training. Because when I'm on my own, it's, if I need to breastfeed Avi, get Avi down for a nap, do anything with Avi, like, I just couldn't potty train. Like, I literally couldn't. So, yeah, I definitely think when we go to try it again, I think Jordan will have to take a few days off work and just help out at home. He is currently working 6 days a week, so it's just a lot of time on our own, unfortunately, at the minute. How is breastfeeding going? And I am so glad you asked, because breastfeeding this time has been amazing. We have literally not really faced many problems. I know there was the whole like dairy-free intolerance question, unsure, slow weight gain, but she's fine, she's happy, she's healthy, she's just small. This is 3 to 6 months and she's currently 7 months, and it's still a little bit big, isn't it? So yeah, she's just a diddly dot. So breastfeeding has been going absolutely amazing. It literally couldn't have gone any better. And following on from that, I actually wanted to share with you guys, I actually am working with Mum Cozy at the moment, and I have a discount code for you guys, which is 30% off on all Mum Cozy bras. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think that could be site-wide too. Don't take my word for that. 30% off is just a major deal and one you do not want to miss. So I'll put my code up again, just so you guys don't miss it. I'll leave a link in the description box for their website and their bras. I'm actually currently wearing one now, and this is literally a see-through top. Can you see my bra? Tell me if you can see my bra. But they are literally the best breastfeeding bras I have come across in my whole nearly 3 years of breastfeeding. Speaking of breastfeeding, somebody's grouchy, huh? But yeah, they are literally the best breastfeeding bras I have ever come across in my whole 3 years of breastfeeding, and I have tried my good share. They are insanely stretchy, they are seamless, they are easy to unclip, and they also give you like good lift and shape. Like the comfiest breastfeeding bras I've found, other than these, just make you look like a grandma. Like you just got these saggy, they don't have any shape, support, structure, whereas these have that, but they're like, they are so comfy. I sleep in these. I literally sleep in them. I wear them through the day. They're amazing. They're like padded, but so lightly padded. I cannot tell you how much I've loved using these bras. So thank you so much, Mum Cozy, for working with me. And again, I do have that discount code. So please head over to their website. Please, if you are a breastfeeding mum, if you are a mum to be, or even if you aren't, like if you just want like a really comfy bra, check it out. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed. They are Literally insane. I'll also leave a link in the description to my reel I did for them, where you can see a bit more clear of how it fits without me having to get my boobs out now. So yeah. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It's been so nice to catch up with you guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and if you have, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!